Rain dancing. It's a concept where what you put into the earth comes back and rewards you in a way that you wouldn't originally correlate. I heard this in a conversation with a friend recently, and once I heard it, I never interpreted life the same or had the same perception on a lot of life aspects. It goes like this. There is a man who is part of a tribe, and they're way secluded, way off the grid, and they have not had rain in quite some time. They're going through a terrible drought. People are dying. And he gets so fed up that he, can't control the weather. There's nothing that he can do, so he just tries the only thing that he can think of, and that is to go out into the open, and he looks up at the sky and he does a rain dance. Just being a little bit superstitious, and he does a rain dance. Now, of course, no movement or no dance of any human ever done could ever control the weather. That's, we all know that that's impossible. But the concept behind it is that there is a man on the horizon who sees the man dancing on the horizon, performing from what he can see as his own perspective as these really abstract motions, and almost looking like, why is, I see someone out there on the horizon, why are they moving their hands like that? Do they need help? They meet each other, he walks over eventually, and they are able to have this discussion of, what's going on? Are you guys okay? Is there something? Do you need help? Does your civilization need help? And he says, yes, of course. That we've been going through a drought. People are dying, and there's nothing that we can do about it. So the man who was watching from the horizon says, come this way. There's a river on down my side of this plain where I saw you from the horizon. So this man brings the biggest container that he can find, and eventually he leads his tribe over to this river, and they're able to have a water source now. Think about that. Just please let that sink in for a little bit, because it's a concept that, like I told you, it altered my perception on life so many times. And how this relates, if you haven't put two and two together yet, is that whatever you put into the earth and whatever energy you might put in, you will get rewarded in a way that you wouldn't originally expect. So whatever you have passion for, or whatever you are good at, whatever you think it might be the right answer, you will get rewarded for that. And that could be being nice to people. That could be getting the most physical activity that you can. That can be communicating with whoever you think your higher power is. That could be reading a scripture of some kind. That could be, I already said physical activity. That could be spending time with your family. That could be, the point is, it is putting forth the absolute most effort that you can in anything that you do with the most passion and the most emotion, and you will get better at what you do. Now, of course, let's just say physical activity, for example. Me lifting weights and getting bigger biceps does not directly increase, or I guess strengthen the bond with my family. Of course not. There is no correlation between physical activity and me becoming closer with my family. But the idea is that you will become a better person if you just do everything that you can in your power to be the best person that you can be. Now, if you're a little bit lost in between of how we got from rain dancing to this, it is rain dancing. You just put forth the most effort that you absolutely can into any concept or anything that you might be doing in your day-to-day life. You will get rewarded in a way that you wouldn't expect. So now these opportunities and these rewards are coming to you that wouldn't have otherwise, just because you are putting yourself out there in these situations to get rewarded. Now, again, whatever I might have mentioned earlier about doing this will help you get better at this, I see how that is not a direct correlation. But as long as you are strengthening yourself in any kind of way, the universe, or whatever you might believe in, rewards you in a way that, talk to me, you wouldn't originally expect. So that man went out there that one day and he did the rain dance, and he looked up at the sky, and of course he didn't really expect anything, but there was effort there. There was effort that he decided to put out into the world. And what happened? Not only did they get rain, not only did they get rainfall and save them from the drought, now they have a water source. This channel is called Everything Starts as an Idea, and I'm starting to do these videos where I talk to the camera with no cuts. And it is, we've gotten so caught up as a society to where I think that attention spans are terrible. And not only that, but it affects our mental health and every daily life aspect. And it almost feels foreign to just look at a camera and talk and not do any sort of edits and just, of course, from your perspective, watch a video that it almost feels foreign. It almost feels more entertaining than these 2 to 3 second Coco Melon looking videos that we see on the internet now. I'll be around for a lot longer. Please subscribe.